Remember one thing always in your mind. Nature takes the simplest route. Nature never go to the complex route. And that is the beauty of the Einstein theory. They are as simple as possible. They're quite simple. Very, very simple. It is so simple that even differentiation and integration appears to be tough in front of that theory. So its theories are that simple. Even finding out this electric field in the electrostatics chapter appears to be so tough compared to the Einstein theory. So it is that simple. But that is what is the genius of his theories. They are so simple and so powerful. So many theories is given here. Second geniusness of the Einstein is not he's not given a one theory. He's given many theories. And the reason being he given many theories because the universe is connected. If you are making a mistake at the fundamental level, your view is wrong about the one very fundamental levels, then everything is going to be begin to develop here in the wrong way. Right? So in your IT preparations, most of the students do the same way. In IT preparation, most of the students from the very starting one, they develop a wrong approach. So the whole 2 years, they keep on going in the wrong directions. So by understanding that Einstein's ideas, you can understand that it's not that only you can do a mistake here, even the genius scientists before the Einsteins, many scientists are there, and they have approached in a totally different directions in a wrong way. So it is possible to go wrong. But the point is, if we know that we are going in the wrong directions, so we have to modify our way and take a right route. Sometimes the right route appears so simple that it is undigestible. So we have the habit of thinking tough thing. No? Being a humans, we are having a very strange behavior. We think that if something is tough, it is more important. That is what is a natural human tendency. Tough appears to be important, but nature don't take a toughest route. Nature always take a simplest route. So reason why I'm going to discuss that Einstein's view is simply to explain you that in your IT preparations, you do the same mistakes as many genius Einstein make, or many genius scientists makes. Yeah. To understand the photoelectric effect or the quantum theory, Bohr's model, everything, the theory of light is important to understand. Okay, theory of light, historically, it was developed first, and then quantum theory come later on. But in our syllabus, we have the Bohr's model first, theory of light is second. So we are discussing here later on. But actually here, Bohr's model is come late, and theory of light is going to become here first. In our syllabus, detail is not there regarding the theory of light. But if you understand how the light concept developed, it is very helpful in understanding how the concept regarding the universe has been changed with that. So light is a very powerful concept. Okay? Understanding the light, you can understand the nature a lot. So it's will play a very, very important role. And how dramatically the role is twisted by the Einsteins, that is extraordinary genius. So you have to be understand that. Okay? So I hope you can understand this point here. Okay? So here, first theory regarding the light is very simple, and that was given by before Newton also. Newton main theory is given by the Newton, but before Newton also many people has given the theory of light. And before the Newton, what is the light? Light as such directly there is no proof what is the light. People think before the Newtons, but they think that the light is a part of sun. Any type of light, it is a part of sun. Stone, is a part of earth and light is a part of sun. So stone fall toward the earth, light go toward the sun. That was a old view. But important theory was given by the Newtons, and that is called here Newton corpuscular theory. As I told you here, Newton's main view, one of the major view of the Newton is that Newton always think that this universe is made up of particles. So here he think that light is also made up of particles. So here meaning corpusculars means his particles. Just as a stone is made up of small pieces, so same way light is also made up of small pieces. So in his experiment he has done with the prisms, he break down the light into 7 colors. So the 7 colors are basically taken here as the 7 particles of light. So that is the idea behind this Newton corpuscular theory. Okay, so different colors means different size. Red color has a say different size, blue color has a different size. So that is the idea behind this Newton's. Wrong idea nowadays. But anyway, it was the starting point. So okay. So that was Newton's corpuscular idea. It can explain this reflection. So very easily you can understand here the reflection from the Newton's idea. If you think of light, so you can think of light as a ball. Small balls are coming and they're bouncing like elastic. So easily you can understand reflection. Yes. So reflection could be easily understand with this corpuscular theory, right? So that is the first idea given by the light. What is the drawback? So major drawback of the Einstein theory is it is not able to explain the interference and diffractions. Remember, interference and diffractions that was first observed by the young Thomas in a Young's experiment, YDSC experiments. So in our YDSC experiments, he proved that interference and diffractions are possible with the light. So interference and diffractions, this cannot be explained with this theory. Okay, experiment was a very simple and very successful experiment as this, and we have already discussed the YDSC. What is the YDSC? In this YDSC experiment, we have to consider that there is a light bulb is there. If light is going to be like a particles, okay, it is going to be treated like a particles. So what is the idea behind it? So light is just like a arrow. It is going to be coming like a balls. So light is spread from the light bulbs as a small balls. So those balls who are passing through the holes, they will hit the screen. And those balls who are not passing through the holes, they are going to be reflected back. So as a result, I'm going to be have a 2 intensity are going to be getting here high intensity. These 2 points in front of the holes. But that was not the result. Experimental result. I hope you remember the experimental result in YDSC. Experiment result is something different. So you're going to be have a maxima, minima, thousands of maxima, minimas are there. So these thousands of maxima, minima, this cannot be explained by this particle theory, right? That's not possible. And so this Newton's theory has been rejected. And that is the beauty of the science, that is the beauty of the physics, maths, and chemistry. Even one exception is not tolerated. Okay. Yes, you can say here that there are so many exceptions are there in the chemistry. No. There is a not at all single exception is tolerated in the science. No one accept any exceptions. This is the beauty of the science. So only those exceptions are accepted which are not at the fundamental level, which are superficials. If you have a superficial exceptions, it could be accepted. But if you have an exception at the very deep levels, it has never been accepted in the science. That is what makes the science as a important subject. That is what here the makes the science as a beautiful subject. Okay. So many people before the scientists, they try to understand the nature in different way. In a meditation, they try to understand the universe. In a different style, they try to understand here the universe. But they have not accepted so they accepted the exceptions. Science never accepted the exceptions. So if there is a one exceptions, the theory is rejected. So even though the Newton's theory is quite successful in explaining the motion of the charge, motion of the particles, it is explained here thermodynamics about, but it was not able to explain here the light. So light is not taken as a particles. Then second theories came here. The second theory here is the wave theory of the light. So our syllabus start from the wave theory of the light, and we have discussed the wave theory of the light, wave chapters. The very simple idea regarding the wave theory we have discussed is, we have discussed that this light bulb, it is creating a disturbance, just like sound coming from the speaker create a disturbance. Same way, this light bulb is creating a disturbance. So there are two holes, and my disturbance is going to be spread. And when the disturbance are going to be add up, so disturbance add up, somewhere it is going to be add up in phase, somewhere it is add up in out of phase. So it is creating a pattern, then this pattern maps to the experiment. So it is simply give here this idea that light is a wave. Light is a wave, right? So light is a wave. So next question come in the mind is, just like a sound. Sound is a disturbance in a atmosphere. It needs a medium. So light is a disturbance of what? If light is a wave and wave is a disturbance, to what it is disturbing? Okay, light is a wave is a disturbance. The question here is that, what is a disturbance here? Disturbance of a medium. Okay, so that medium is called as a ether, right? Its name was given here as a ethers. So just as atmosphere, in the atmosphere, in the airs, my sound is a disturbance. Same way, light is a disturbance of some mediums. That medium was named as a ether. I hope you understand here this point here. So the word here, ethers, you have okay, this topic is not in our this topic we already covered up here. Okay, so we are not discussing this topic here. So understand here, ether interference topic we have covered. So what I'm saying here is that light is a wave, and wave is a disturbance, and it is a disturbance of ethers. So this word is it's going to be missing in our syllabus. So I am discussing here if it is missing in the syllabus. So why that word is missing in the syllabus, that you need to understand. So story without the ethers is not completed. So ether is going to be a medium in which light is going to propagate. So then it's given here third theory, yes? And that theory is given by the Maxwell electromagnetic theory. Now this electromagnetic theory of the Maxwell is also beyond our syllabus, but simple, what is the idea of the Maxwell is? So idea of the Maxwell is that the oscillating charges ठीक है? Oscillating charges disturb the ether. It is going to be create here the disturbance. It is going to disturb the ether, and EM wave is created. Okay, so just like my sound, your throat is there. In the case of your when you're speaking to someone, your throat is oscillating, and this oscillation of the throat, it will disturb the pressure in the atmosphere. Same way, charge oscillate and it disturbs the ether, and electromagnetic waves create disturbance travel. So simple. That is what is I'm telling you. The ethers, according to this concept here, when the Thomas has done the experiment, so Young Thomas has proved in the YDSC experiment that light is a wave, and a wave means disturbance. So it must be a disturbance to something, no? So that something is named as a ether. You are right. Spelling was ETHER. So this medium was ethers. So the ether was not air, it was not water, it was not any solid object. So ether was not made up of any of the chemical medium. It was a new type of mediums, right? Because we know that the wave traveled in the solid air and liquid. That was a pressure waves. We know the waves created by the solid, liquid, and gases. But the solid, liquid, and gases, the wave in the solid, liquid, and gases, they are my sound waves. They are quite different from the light. So if light is going to be a wave, it must be created in some new type of medium. So that new type of medium is named as a ether, right? I hope you understand the point, yes? So later on, what is the ethers? Just roughly you understand here. Okay? Yes, Satwik. Hello. Hello. You have a doubt, beta? Durga?
Hello, sir. Once explain either, sir.
Regarding the ether, beta, there is no explanation here required. Simply, I'm telling you that the idea of the ether is, according to the wave theory, in YDSC experiment, we prove na light is a wave. YDSC experiment cannot be proved with the particle concept. Okay? So light appears to be a wave. And waves means a disturbance. Okay? So before the light, we know that if you disturb the air, it creates sound. If you disturb the solid, it creates sound. If you disturb the liquid, it will create ripples. So light does not appear as a disturbance of your air or solid or water. So light is created by the disturbance of something new type of materials, new type of mediums. So that new type of medium, which is not a liquid, gas, or solid, so that was named as a ethers. Okay? I hope you understand. Yes, that was the ethers. So it is neither gas, liquid, nor solid. Then what is the ether? So first clue about the ethers is given by the Maxwell's. So there is a theory given by the Maxwell's, according to that if you have a charges, oscillating charges, charge particle oscillate, they disturb the ether, and electromagnetic is going to be created. Just like like you are going to be disturb here the wires, a wave is going to be created. So same way, if we're going to be have a charge is there, so this charge is going to be oscillate and it is going to be create here the disturbance. So the disturbance is going to be happens in the ethers. Okay? So disturbance is going to be happening in the ethers. When you disturb the wires, so you're going to have a kinetic energy and potential energy. Energy oscillate here, it will disturb in the form of kinetic and potential energy. In this case, you have a electric energy and a magnetic energy. So charge disturb the ether and your wave propagate in the form of electric field and magnetic field energy. Okay. So how your light is created according to the Maxwell's. So light is a disturbance in the ethers and it is a propagation. It is a propagation of electric and magnetic energy. Right? Electric and magnetic energy. Right? Okay, understand the point here? That was the concept here given by the Maxwell's. And not only the Maxwell has given the concept, after this he experimentally he created the light also by oscillating the charge. In one of the experiment, he has created the wireless communications. So in this wireless communication, he has taken the inductor and capacitors, and by oscillating the charges in the capacitor, he has created the light. So experimentally, he proved also. Again, he proved that light is coming from the oscillating charges. So he has created the light also experimentally. So just by oscillating the charges, he created the light. So it is proof that light is the electromagnetic wave. Plus, he has given the mathematical proof also. You're going to learn in your higher studies. Take it? Take it down. Okay, I hope you understand the point, yes? So the Maxwell created here this theory that light is a electromagnetic wave. And who created the light? The light is created by the oscillating charges. The next question come in the mind is, what is the ether? Okay, what is the ether? So after the Maxwell here, many people try to develop here the theory of ethers. What is the ether? What is the characteristic of the ether? How the ether is made up of? Many people has tried to develop the theories. And there is a one experiment which is done to just find out about the ethers. Yeah? What is the ether is? That experiment is going to be called here Michael-Morley experiments. So this experiment is out of the syllabus. Okay, you need not to bother about that. Just roughly you understand the idea behind the experiment. It was a very simple idea is this. So in this experiment, they have taken two mirrors. Simply two mirrors they have taken. And the light is sent from the one mirror to the another mirror. And then light is going to be returned back. So they just measure the time taken by the light to go from one mirror to the another mirrors. Okay? So that is a simple experiment. What is unusual in the experiment is these mirrors are very, very far away. So they are going to be very, very far away, even that thousands of kilometers away. So one mirror is going to be in the Europe and another is going to be in the Asia. So that big difference is there in the mirrors. So these mirrors are just like your antenna. You've seen the telescopes in a Discovery Channel. You have seen telescopes are there. So just like a telescope, big dish type of, it is just like a dish. Okay? Big dish type of mirrors are there. So they are like a big antennas. So they are very, very far away, thousands of kilometers away. As I told you, one in the Europe and second in the Asia. So with the thousands of kilometers away, they just take out the time taken. How much time light takes to go from one mirror to another mirrors. So what they found is, simple result they have found is that the time taken by the light to go is going to be same. It is coming back to be the same. So it should not be. It should not be. Why time should not be same? Experimental result says that timings are equal, but it was expected by the people that timing should be differ. So why that expectations? So simple reason is yes, Earth is moving, and Earth has a speed of something 30 kilometer per second space. That is the speed of the Earth. Okay, beta? So 30 kilometer per second is going to be the speed of the Earth. It's a very high speed. Rocket speed is 11.2. 11.2 is the rocket speed. So Earth speed is more than almost triple of our rocket speed. So if Earth is going here so fastly, then the Earth is going to moving in the ether, because ether is everywhere, right? If light is going to be travel in a medium, so that medium is not on the Earth now. So light come from the sun to the Earth. So how the light come from sun to the Earth? So light travel from sun to the Earth. So between the sun and Earth, there must be a ether. So that is the idea here. If I consider here is a sun, this is going to be here my sun, and here is going to be a ether. Sorry, Earth. Sorry, here is the Earth, and they are going to be here. Medium is there in between. So sun is disturbing. Sun is like a speaker. So as you have a speaker spreading the sound in every direction by disturbing the air. So sun here is disturbing the ethers. So if the sun is disturbing the ethers, so it's going to be, the sound is going to be here travels with a speed. Now the c is the speed with respect to the ethers. Okay? And if my light, if the earth is going in the direction of my ethers, so in one direction its speed is going to be increases, other direction its speed is going to be decreases, right? Correct enough? It is going to be like a earth is moving. So as my earth is moving in the mediums, so it is creating a kind of wind effect, just like a wind effect. Okay, simply wind effect is going to be there. So the motion of the earth is creating here the ether wind. So if earth movement is going to be create here our ether wind, so ether is going to be have some wind speed is there. So when the light travel in the direction of my ether wind, it is going to be faster. If the light travel in the opposite direction, it is going to be slow down. So time taken in one direction and another direction, it comes out to be differ. That is what expected. So I hope you understanding here this point, yes? Yes, I.
Sir, but compared to speed of light, sir, those lights are negligible. Those speeds are negligible, no, sir.
Yes, I'm coming to that point, yes. So experimenters say this timing is coming out to be, the expectation is that timing is going to be differ. Okay, slightly, but experiments say timings are same. So your expectation is that the timing in one direction should be less, other directions should be here more. This is the expectations. Now, when the timing here come equal, so people say that this wind of the ether was slow. Earth was not moving too fast. Okay, compared to the speed of the light, Earth speed is little less. So maybe they are approximately equal. Okay, so they have answer is given here is that the c is negligible. Sorry, v is negligible. Speed of the ether wind is negligible. That is the reasons that T1 and T2s are coming out to be equal. Okay, that is the first solution to the experiment. But this experiment is not done one time. This experiment the people has repeated many times. So they develop here more precise instrument. They develop here more. So by fine-tuning more and more better technology, every time they do the experiments, the result is time taken is coming out to be same. And the time is coming out to be same beyond the experimental errors. Okay, so nowadays we have a lot of technologies there. So what is the expected errors? Beyond the expected errors, results are coming out to be the same. So that was one of the strange experiment of the history. Any directions, they are doing experiment in different directions. So they have done, in the beginning they have taken the mirrors. Now they have taken here reflection from the moon. So they increase the gap. So they make the experiment more precise. So they are doing different type of advanced technology they are using. But every time, result is the same. Yes, I'm telling you, the same thing I'm telling you. So I hope you understand, yes? So every time this is going to be coming out to be wrong. So every time it's coming out to be here, same timing is theirs. So one simple answer is that our experiments are not good. That is one simple experiment. But Einstein has changed the result. So according to the Einstein's, experiment is correct. Ether is wrong. There is no ethers. So what is the Einstein view here is, here Einstein's view is simple here is, he simply say that there is no ether. It is not so simple to say. Okay? So there is no ether. So no ether wind. You don't have ether, you don't have a ether wind is theirs. Because there is a no ethers, that's why any direction you perform the experiment, the speed of light, time taken is coming out to be same. Okay, so time in every direction, in every experiment are coming out to be here same. Now this created here one thing more strange result. It is going to be given here. If there is a no ether, okay, if there is no ethers, so it says that if you are going to have a one observer, this mirror is a one observer. Now this mirror is another observers. Now they are moving with a different speed. Okay, so two observers are there, observer 1 and observer 2. Two people are watching the light. So for these two persons, the speed of light will be same. Okay, it will be the same. So this, when you say that there is no ethers, there is no ether wind, you are also saying that the speed of light is the same with respect to both the mirrors. So it's going to exchange result is there. So speed of light is a constant in all frame. So it is not so easy to remove here the ether. So it's a very strange concept to remove the ethers. What are the problems here? It is going to be created here is, the first problem is, if you say that the speed of light is the same in every observer, so you are violating this simple principle that a velocity with respect to the b is a minus b. So you are saying that this concept is not applicable to the light. Okay, you are saying this concept is not applicable to the light. So whether you are going to be let's say this photon is coming, and you are just going to be going toward this photon with the same speed. So according to this light, what is the velocity of the photon with respect to you? So according to this concept, that speed of the photon will be same. See, if you say that person is moving in the same directions, so with respect to this person, what is the speed of the photon? Again, see. So any observer, strange, quite strange. So any observers is going to be their speed of light appears to be same. It is going to be constant in all frames. So that is not so easy to remove the ethers. Okay, so that is the one problem here is, if you remove the ethers, you have to be reject this theory. You have to say that relative velocity is a minus b. Right? I hope you understand the point, yes? Is it okay? Understand the point, yes? If you say that there is no ethers, so no relative motions. Speed of the light is constant in all frame. Speed of the light is independent of the observers. Independent of observer. That is the one strange conclusions you are going to be getting here from this Einstein's concept here. There is one more concept is here. Strange result is this. Why ether is necessary? This way. So positive charge and you have a negative charge. Okay? So positive charge attract the negative charge. Yes. The positive charge give me a force. Yes. But question is, how the negative charge know that where is the positive charge? How the negative charge know that how much force it will experience? So that is the big questions. Okay. How the negative charge know that where is the positive charge? So according to the Coulomb's theory, he simply say that this positive charge know about the negative charge because there is going to be a field around it. So there is a field around it. So this charge creating the field. Now this field, where that field exists in the ether. It needs some medium. No? So field exists where? This second charge know about the first charge, and that existence is come from the field concept. So field need a ether. So there must be mediums, surrounding mediums, and this charge is creating a disturbance in the ethers. So this disturbance of the ether will be filled by the negative charge. So ether is very compulsory. Without ethers, there is no field. So when I say, Einstein say that there is a no ether, no field. Okay. When Einstein say here there is a no ether, that means there is a no field exist. Without ether, field cannot exist. Yes, I told you. Okay, I told you in our syllabus. Wrongly, I told you. Well, I have not told you wrongly, but it was in our syllabus. So in our syllabus, I told you that this charge create a field in the space. But space means nothing, nah? How can? If something exists, that must be a medium. So you can't say something exists in space. Space means nothing. So that this Coulomb never say the field exists in a space. Coulomb say field exists in a ether. Okay? Coulomb say field exists in an ether. And in our syllabus, we say field exists in a space. So that was the mistake in our syllabus. We generally do it. So why that mistake is this, you will understand when you go to the higher studies. But for the time being, just understand, yes. When Einstein says there is no ether, So means field cannot exist. No field. Okay. No field. So there is a there is going to be here this Coulomb concept, and before Coulomb, same idea is given by the Newton also to explain it's a force between the Earth and the Sun. Okay. This idea of the field actually given by the Newtons. Okay. So Newton has given first time the field concept related to gravity. He said that Sun is creating the field around it, and this field is experienced by the Earth. So this field exists in something. So same concept is applied by the Coulombs here. So positive charge is creating the field around it, and this field is inside the mediums. That name is a ether. So suppose I move the charge. If you are moving the charge, you are changing the R value. So as you're changing the R value, so there is a change in the mediums. So medium get disturbed. So when the medium get disturbed, so the disturbance tell the charge that R has been changed, force should be changed. Okay. So field is required. And one thing more is here. One more idea is given by the Newton here is. So this field, the information between that Sun and the Earth, between the charge, positive, negative charges. So this informations go very fastly. How much time this negative charge know that positive charge has moved? So that timing is zero. Zero timing is this. So meaning thereby, this charge here, he know the presence of all the charges of the universe by default. That is the concept of the Coulombs. So here, is it digestible here? So according to the Coulomb's concept here, so this charge not only know the presence of this charge know the presence of each and every charge of the universe. So just like this Earth experiences the gravitational force due to the Sun. It experiences the gravitational force because of the planets. It experiences the gravitational force because of everything in the universe. Whoever has a mass, it has a gravitational force. Okay? And the gravitational force experience is depending upon the distance between them. And who tell that how much distance there? Who tell? They know it. Okay? So they know it, and that information is given by the God to them. Okay? You can say that invisible informer. Who is that invisible informer? That is our God. You can say that. So this type of ideas that this charge know the presence of other charge called action at a distance. It's called here action at a distance. Therefore, for my daily life, you know that if you push the car is going to move. Okay. If you're not going to push the car is not at all going to move. The contact is required in our daily life. If you want to create a effect, contact is going to be required. So here between this positive and negative charge, it does not require any contact. So without contact, there is a action. So there is an action at a distance. And this is a concept of no. It is going to be here. This is going to say that no contact is required. No contact is going to be required here. So action at a distance here means it's going to be a shared informations at infinite speed. Information is shared at infinite speed. So here Einstein say that there is a no ether, there is a no field. Okay, so there is no ether, no field is there. So this charge don't know about the second charge. Okay, it doesn't know about the second charge. So what you know is you are going to be, if information comes, then only the charge know about the second charge. So there must be a information is going to be shared, and this information takes a time to share. Okay? It is not infinite. It is not going to be like a this charge know about each and everything in the universe. It's not like that. So this charge only know about that part which share the information, and that takes a time. Understand the point? Yes. So the idea of this Einstein here is that no action at a distance. No action at a distance. Okay. So charges share informations. Charges shared informations at a finite speed. Very nice. The charges share information at a finite speed. Good. Okay. So one more strange thing happened here. When you take that my Earth feel the sun, you are by default, you take here one assumptions that space, in a space, the effect of the sun is going to be spreading into the space up to the infinity. So that effect of the sun in the space is spreading up to the infinity. That idea was rejected by the Einstein. Okay? So information is going to be shared. But if information is going to be shared, so what is the reasons? What is the phenomena of this sharing? So the information is going to be shared, and this process, which is absent in the Newton concept. In a Newton concept, though, there is no process is required to share the information between the charges and between the masses. Okay? So in Einstein's theory, information sharing also need here the process. So this process, he say that it is electromagnetic waves. So information between the charges is shared by the electromagnetic wave, electromagnetic phenomena. Okay? So process of information sharing between charges is an electromagnetic phenomena. Electromagnetic phenomena. That's a very interesting idea here. Strange, but yes, very powerful idea. Now that phenomena is a light. Okay, that light is not like a ordinary phenomena. Light is going to be, here is a process who tells me about the information of the charges. Okay, so I hope you understand the point here. What is the electromagnetic wave? So this electromagnetic, the process of information sharing between the charges is electromagnetic phenomena, and its a maximum speed is the speed of light. Maximum speed is the speed of a light here. Now understand here's one thing very strangely here. So if you just remember what I told you, this universe is made up of positive, negative charges. Charges are the creator of the universe. They are the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh of our universe. Everything you see in your surrounding, all are made up of positive, negative charges. When everything is made up of positive, negative charges, so how you share the information between these two bodies? Suppose here is you, and you want to share the information with your friend. So whether you send any signals by any way, you send any information by any signals. So how you send it? Whether you say by sound, or whether you just going to be give any hint. So between you, what is there between you? So according to the Newtons, you feel your friend in terms of masses. Okay? You know the mass of your friend because there is an attraction between you. But Einstein say no, you don't feel its mass. Okay? So Newton say that you have some charge, your friend has a negative charge. So you have attractions. By default, attraction is this. So Einstein say no, it is not at all going to be have any by default attractions. So between you, any information, any type of information, it must be shared by a medium. And the medium between you is positive, negative charges. Okay? So medium between you is a positive, negative charges. Now, anything you share, it must pass through the medium. So there is no direct way to go there. So you are going to be share the information that will pass through the medium. Now, between two charges, what is the mechanism of sharing the information? So positive charge don't know about the negative charge. It will share. It will tell that I am here. Positive charge will tell the negative charge I am here. The negative charge is going to be tell the positive charge I am here. So that information between the charge to charge, see, that sharing is happening at the speed of my light. That phenomena is electromagnetic. So because charge share is electromagnetic and whole universe is made up of charges. So any information you are going to be shared, its speed cannot be greater than the speed of light. So what is the maximum speed possible? So maximum speed possible in the universe is the speed of light. Nothing can transfer faster than the speed of light. No one can go faster than the speed of light. Maximum speed is the speed of light. Now here, understand one thing more. So there are a lot of sci-fi movies are there in the Hollywood. They create a confusion. Na? So there is a black hole is there. So there is a wormhole is there. So in that black hole and wormholes, you are passing suddenly without, okay? Suddenly you're going to be here, you are moving faster than the speed of light. So understand here one thing. Einstein simply say that being a human, you are created by the charge. Your eyes can see the charge, your senses, your touch, your feeling, everything is made up of charges. The charge is the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh of this universe. It is the creator of the universe. Okay? So if something, let's say, imagine, if something is happened beyond the charge, if something exists in the universe which is not a charge, so you don't know about it. You can't know about it. Okay? So if there is any other object is there in the universe which is not made up of charge, you never feel it. You can't detect it. It is impossible. So beyond the charge, universe does not exist for you as a human being. That is our upper limit. Charge is our creator of the universe. And between the charges, charge know each other by electromagnetic phenomena. How the one charge know about the second charge? So Newton say that they know. Einstein say they will tell. The charge will tell the second charge by the electromagnetic phenomena. And that information, the charge tell the other charge about its presence. This phenomena has a speed. That information is going to be shared. So that is the light phenomena. Okay, and this speed is my c. So anything made up of charge cannot have a speed more than the speed of light. Okay? I hope you understand the point here. Anything made up of the charge, it cannot have a speed more than the speed of light. Impossible. Oh, yes, Sai. Hello. Who exists? Yeah, it's a nice question he has raised. In this universe, dark matters. There is a concept of a dark matter is there beyond your syllabus. So, who is the dark? So, dark matter means who is not made up of charges. Okay. If anything is charged, so that is impossible for you to detect. It is impossible for you to feel. You don't know about them. It is impossible to know about them. So that is going to be called as a dark matter. Okay. Yeah, we don't go in this direction. Just I wanted to just convey here the simple idea. According to the Einstein, he has turned the table a lot. He has just changed the view about the universe completely. So, understanding the point? Yes. The power of simplicity. So he has not made any unnecessary assumptions. He has not made any illogical assumptions. He simply remove the unnecessary assumptions. So he simply say that when you say the field exists, that is an unnecessary assumption. Why the field exists? No need of field. So one charge is going to share the information with another charge. Then only the charges know each other. Okay, and the exchange of information between the charges is happened by the light. I hope, is it okay, clear? Is it okay, point clear? No one have a doubt, yes? So now you can understand that why nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. Anything made up of my positive negative charges, it never travel, it cannot have a speed greater than the speed of light. Now think of two balls. Just imagine here. Let's come back to the mechanics here. Two balls is there. So ball A and the ball B, and they are going to be collide. Okay. So in this collision, energy is going to be exchanged. So B is going to be here, get the velocity. A is going to be transfer the momentums. So when A transfer the momentum to the B, now speed of the B cannot be greater than the speed of light. It is impossible. Why it is impossible here? It doesn't matter how fastly you hit. It doesn't matter how fastly you're going to hit. It is impossible to have a speed greater than the speed of light. So the reason being, why it is so? Why that so? Let's imagine, just imagine that it becomes faster than the speed of light. Just hypothetically, you can imagine here, it is going to be greater than the speed of light. So let's say its speed is greater than the speed of light. Then question is that from where he is getting the energy? He's getting the energy by collision. And collision is an atomic phenomenon. Positive negative charges are going to be exerting a force on each other, right? So positive charge, negative charge exert a force on each other. So my Coulomb forces simply say that positive charge and positive charge here at infinite distance, they can repel. But Newton's theory says that they have to send the information that I am here. Okay, the positive charge of the B don't know about the positive charge of A unless there is a effect coming. There is a information coming that positive charge is here. Okay, so if this B charge is moving faster than the speed of light, so charges of A cannot inform the charges of B. So there is no information. When there is no information, the B does not know that A exists. So for the B, there is no existence of A. When B has no existence for the A, there is no force between them. I hope you understand the point here. If the speed of the B becomes greater than the speed of light, there is no force possible between them because regarding the A existence, B have no idea. In my Coulomb theory, in my Newton's law, if positive charge is there, so positive repel always forever. So Einstein's theory say no, that is not going to happen. So always positive charges are not going to repel. So they repel as long as there is a exchange happen. Information is going to be exchanged. So if your speed becomes equal to the c, the moment you become equal to the c, after that force becomes zero. So you can't become faster than the speed of light. Okay. I hope you understand here logically. Is it okay? Clear? So speed of light greater than the speed of light greater than is not possible for any object which is made up of charges. Now, energy exchange between the two is not possible if your speed is greater than speed of light. So that means the two charges never repel each other if their speed is greater than the speed of light. So repulsion exists only as long as their speed is less than the speed of light. I hope is that point okay here, clear? Right, Rita, okay? The next twist here is, I hope you understand here, speed of, what is the light is the playing here the role. Take it down, okay, understand the point here. Now let's come back to our last question again, last point here. If we have a photon is there, its speed is a c, and this person is going here with the speed of my c. So this person is moving here with the speed of my v. So with respect to the person, what is the speed of light? So with respect to the person, the speed of light is still c. It cannot be v plus c. This is not equal to v plus c. Why that is not going to be happens? Why that relative velocity is not going to follow the simple principle that a velocity with respect to the b is a minus b. So this you have to understand here conceptually. So this formula is not applicable to the light. Why not applicable to the light? You can understand here simple logic behind it. Try to think about the light from the Einstein perspective. When you are seeing in your room, different object is there. So you have a fan in your rooms, you have a glass in your rooms, you have a different things are there in your rooms. Okay? So you are observing the object. If I say there is a red color object, so it is the red is the color of the object, blue color object, green color objects. So you are watching the object. This one object is near me, one object is far away from you. So you are watching the object. Okay? So you are observing the object with the help of light. Can you see the light? With the light, you can see the object. But can you see the light? Is it possible to see the light? No, you can't see the light. You see the object with the help of light. These objects are sending you the information by taking the process of light. Light is a process. It is not the object. It is possible to observe the object, but it is not possible to observe the light. It is not possible to observe here the light. So, I hope you understand here. This is a twist in this process here. So when I say that there is a two balls, the ball A is there, ball B is there. So these two balls are there. So how you know these two balls exist? You know these two balls because light is going to be coming to your eyes. Information is coming to your eyes. Here also, it is sending the information to you. So A is sending the information to you, B is sending the information to you. Both are sending the information to you. So you know about the A, you know about the B, but you don't know about the light in between. Again, So light is play the role of exchange of information. Light itself, you're not getting its idea about the light. So from the light, you know what is the A, what is the B. Take it up. You know about the A, you know about the B. But about the light, you don't know. So this formula is for the object which are informed by the light. So this formula is not applicable to the light. Light is the process who is informing you. Light is the process who is telling you the existence of the particles. Right? I hope you understand here the difference. That's why it is try to understand here is. But one very nice question is raised here is, we can see the sun, why can't we see the light? If you can see the sun, why don't you see the sun in a space? There are so many Hollywood movies out there. Sun, when you go to the space, nothing is visible, it becomes dark. The light comes from the sun in a space. Why light disappear? You have a lot of light on the earth. You can see sunlight everywhere, here and there. But as long as you go to the space, sunlight disappear. You can't see the sunlight. Why sky is a dark? Sky is a dark because in this sky, it was empty spaces there. No one is sending you the information. Okay? No one is sending you the information here. Here, when you are on the earth, what happens? Suppose you are here on the earth. So light is, this is the molecules. So sunlight is absorbed by the molecules, and this molecule is sending you the light. Okay? So this molecule is sending you the light, and you feel that you're watching the sun. You're not watching the sun. You're watching the light absorbed by the molecules, and these molecules are sending you the light. So the information coming to you is not a sun. It is the molecule information you are receiving. So remember here, I hope you understand here. So cosmos here means a general word here, universe. In normal life, we call it as the universe. Okay. So similar here, understand the point here? Okay. So this formula is not applicable to the light. But one thing more, very strange and one thing very special point you can just listen here. Very simple, and one very simple but powerful ideas which is given by the Einstein, you try to understand here. So suppose that there is a light bulb is there. Here is going to be a light bulb is there. Okay? So there is a person 1 and there is a person 2. Now these 2 light bulbs are on at time equal to 0. Okay, very simple thought experiment is there. Simply imagine here. So this person 1, he say that this both the bulbs are going to be emitted here. They are going to be on simultaneously. Now for this person, what happens? For this second person, what you say? So for the second person, these 2 bulbs are on simultaneously or not? For my first person, the 2 bulbs are going to be on simultaneously. Reason? Because they will send the informations and they are at the same distance. So both are sending the informations. Okay? So they have disturbed there is a connection between the 2. So that information is coming to this first person with the speed of c. From the second bulb also, information is coming here, right? Now, but for these observers, my information is going to be coming, and it is coming here at a different timing. So this information is coming here with a different distance, and information is going to be coming here at a different distance. So for my second persons, this is my first bulb, this is here my second bulb. This is on first, and this is on second. The first bulb is going to be on first, and this is going to be here on my second. So for this one person, these two bulbs are simultaneously on. Okay? But for this person's, this first bulb is going to be on first, and second bulb is on later on. Say it. I hope you understand the point here. Any problem here? So this phenomena which appear, this one phenomena which appears simultaneous to this observer. For these observers, they are not happen simultaneously. So they are going to be happen one after the others. Now you can say, sir, what is so strange in that? It's so easy. No, that's going to be a strange as this. It is going to be a strange thing here is. Now think about this way. Think in this way. What is the meaning of cause and effect? What is the difference in the cause and what is the difference in the effect? Cause happens first, effect happens second. There is a time difference in the cause and effects. So for this observers, he may feel that this bulb, first bulb is causing the second bulb to be on. Okay. Suppose this observer, this person is the first time watching this phenomena. He's an alien, right? Just imagine it's going to be alien. And this person is going to be alien, and it's going to be a first time is watching the universe. So he will say that this bulb is going to be the origin of this bulb. So this phenomena, B1, whenever the B1 is going to be open, it will cause the B2 to be open. Cause and effect, their meaning completely change. Okay. So in our science, we always think as a cause and effect. So if you consider here this Einstein's theory, so cause and effect is going to be changed completely. So for one person, what is a cause? For second person, that may not be a cause. So that makes here the thing little strange. So I don't want to go in these directions. What I'm telling you here is, try to understand here the speed of the light means, the light theories. According to the Einstein's, light is not just like an ordinary phenomena. It is the information exchange between this universe. Light is the only way information could be exchanged between this universe. It is the basic root cause of this fundamental universe. Okay. We begin to understand the light from the charge. But here, what is the conclusion we reach is, we reach here the conclusion that our observed world, our understanding about the observed world is going to depends upon the light. Okay. So the light decide our limit of information, how much we can gain. So that idea is going to be somewhat strange, but just roughly I wanted to explain you here these ideas. What is the meaning of the speed of light? Okay. And last week, if you remember, I add up here this point. This light is quantized. So information shared between these two particles, two charges, information is shared in the packets of quanta. So thereby, yes, enough for today. Timing is over. So according to our Einstein's view, what is the light? Electromagnetic wave is the only way to exchange informations between charges. Okay? And this exchange happens in a packets of energy. Packet of energy called quanta. So I hope you understand here, this is going to be linked with your last week quantum ideas of the Einstein here. So try to understand here one thing, what he's the view of the Einstein here is that everything in your surrounding, which is made up of positive, negative charges. So this object know each other's with the electromagnetic phenomena, and when they know each other's, so they exchange the energy in the form of quanta packets. So without the exchange of these packets of energy, they don't know each other's. Okay, so our Newton idea that one charge or one mass know the other mass by default, so that is wrong ideas. That was rejected by the Einsteins. Okay, and second idea here is that the energy, the information they give. So this information is given in the form of energy. So energy is the way to share the informations. Energy is the process by which information is going to be shared. So that's it. You have to be understand. But here is a doubt. Gravity waves